Dandadan, 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 dandadan. I'm an awkward fellow after all. The Dandadan anime is finally here, and it is better than I could ever imagine. Where do I even start? The animation by Studio Science Sorrow is absolutely beautiful. They made it already expressive characters come more to life. The art style is as good as Yukino Utatsu Sensei's, and it looks identical to the manga. But guys, remember to subscribe to the channel, leave a like in this video, leave a comment if you enjoyed the content. I'm very excited for Dandadan. Let me know if you're excited. For what chapter are you most excited to get adapted, and what character do you want to see most? But before continuing with the video, let me check one thing. They're still there. I'm really digging the color palette for the show, and if you've seen the manga covers, you know that we get really cool colors, so I'm very excited to see those come to life in the anime. For example, we get a lot of these. I don't know how these are gonna look with the green screen behind me, but as you can see, the show gets very colorful. I mean, the manga covers. But I'm very excited to see where the anime goes with this art style and aesthetic. In terms of actual animation, the fluidity with which the characters move is absolutely phenomenal. The fight scenes in the anime are gonna go insane. The moment we got the announcement that Science Sour was going to do the animation for the show, I knew we were in good hands. But they even managed to surpass my expectations for what they were going to do. As someone who is a Dandadan fan and caught up to the manga, I feel really privileged because we are seeing very, very good animation. We are getting good this season. Thank you, Jesus Christ, Lord of Anime. In case you don't know why I was relieved that we got Science Saru as the studio for the show, they have done incredible work in the animation world, with shows like Space Dandy, Ping Pong the Animation, Devilman Cry Baby, Keep Your Hands Off Eosuken, and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World anime. I forgot the title for a second. Scott Pilgrim Takes Off, which is a pretty impressive list to say the least. On to another great thing about the anime is the voice acting for the show. The characters are amazing. The voice actors are doing phenomenal work, especially obviously we only seen Momo and Alkarun at the moment in episode 1 and 2, but they already doing great work. Well, we also got Turbo Granny and the Serpos, which Turbo Granny is voiced by the same legend that voices Luffy and Krillin, and the Serpos are being voiced by the same person that voices Zoro in One Piece. I've seen that apparently some people thought that Takakura's voice actor Natsuki Hanai was not a good choice because they thought they were going to hear Tanjiro only when Okarun spoke, but I always had faith because as Tanjiro he had some scenes that show his range, if you know what I'm saying. Like Tanjiro had these kinds of scenes where they were like comic relief. He also had very emotional scenes, which we know Okarun obviously is gonna get. The show obviously has a lot of comedic relief, a lot of bantering back and forth, you know, like things that you usually see in a comedy, a slice of life. And I knew that this voice actor was going to be able to do that perfectly, but also get very serious in the moments in the fights, when in the sad moments, you know, the emotional moments, he's gonna be able to hit those emotional keys. And boy, was I right. We only have 2 episodes, but already this is one of the best voice acting performance of the year. The moment Okarun started blabbing to Momo about UAPs and the occult, I forgot all about Tanjiro, and all I could see and hear was Ken Takakura. On the other hand, I knew very little of Momo Aya's voice actress Chion Wakayama, and I haven't watched a lot of the anime that she's in, but still, the moment I saw the trailers, I knew we were in good hands, because the voice she gave to Momo was not exactly obviously what I imagined, but it fits a character like Momo so perfectly, where she can be very, you know, girly at one moment, then very aggressive in the other. She's like, Momo is not like a tomboy, she's like a gyaru. She's like girly but also very tough when she needs to be. So I think the voice actress is doing a phenomenal job. She's doing a perfect job, because I keep using the same word phenomenal a lot of times, but this show is absolutely amazing. She keeps doing this incredible job with Momo, being able also like Okarun's voice actor, I almost say Tanjiro. She is able to hit those emotional beats. She's also able to do the comedy, the serious parts, and my god, the chemistry between them two, like I already want to have like 100 episodes of just Okarun and Momo bantering and fighting back and forth. Now with episodes 1 and 2 out, we can kind of get a feel for the anime, characters, fight, and all of that, but you still won't know what Dandadan really is about. It's a bit like yo-yos or brackies, in the sense that even if I explain to you, okay, I can give you something that happens in the anime, and obviously without context, you're gonna be like, what is happening? What you're saying? This doesn't make any sense. But even with context, you still don't know what happens. For example, I'm caught up to the manga, and I still don't know what the overall plot of Dandadan is. We still don't have like a beat back evil guy. You know like what I'm saying? There's like no established goals for the overall story. We do have like small goals that get accomplished throughout the chapters that we already have. But typical shonen anime have things like Luffy being wanting to be Daikai Shoku Oni or Naruto wanted to be the Hokage. That's pretty cringe. But anyways, you get the point. They don't really have anything like that. We can say that the anime is about finding spirits and aliens, about friendship, connections, and love. But I'm talking about, the overall plot. Like there's no established like A, B, C point. There's no finish line at the moment. We do have a character introduced that it's probably gonna be important. I don't know if it's gonna be like a final boss type of character. It might even be a side character. But the show is very much still developing, even though it has like I don't know what, like 165 chapters at the time of recording. I don't know because I haven't read the last chapter that got published, but you get what I mean. For 160 chapters, we still don't have like an endgame for the show, but that doesn't really matter because Dandadan is an absolute adventure, and I hope you all buckle up for the ride. So, getting a little bit into spoilers, episode 1, we get that confrontation with Turbo Granny, where she, steal Okarun's balls and, wiener. We get the disappointments abducting Momo. We get the fight with the Flatwood monsters at Momo's house. And the series is basically like that. Random dudes will pop up looking to crash out, and it's up to Momo and Okarun to stop them. Well, a lot of the times they are looking for Okarun's golden balls or family jewels, however you like to say. They have to get them back, obviously, because Okarun wants them back. And they have to fight just random monsters, kaijus, alien spirits. And they get into all of this kind of shenanigans. To be honest, I was just thinking this because I've been listening to Jeff Yes Bizarre Adventure podcast with iPatch Wolf, where they are currently reviewing part 4 of Yo-Yo's, and I thought about Dandadan right now, and it kind of feels like JoJo's part 4, where they are on this town doing just, normal things, getting into shenanigans, and at any moment they get, ambush, or they run into a stand user and suddenly they have to fight. They find themselves in this bizarre situations. So Dandadan feels much like that, where Momo and Okarun and the others such as have living their life, doing things, and suddenly, a 60-foot monster shows up looking for a fade. And Dandadan feels kind of like that, like Okarun, Momo, and the other characters such as minding their business, living their life, doing shenanigans, and suddenly they got to face 60-foot kaijus to fight or anything that shows up, like spirits. They find themselves in this bizarre situations, and it's really fun, guys. I'm really excited for the anime to keep watching the episodes because I know it's gonna be so fun to watch this, to watch a lot of people experience this for a first time, lose their shit, lose their mind online, posting about the episodes they're gonna watch. So I'm very excited to see that unfold throughout the October, season. One thing that I haven't checked, and I probably should before I finish this video, is if the Dandadan anime is gonna be 1 cour or 2 cour, meaning 12 episodes or 24. Because I would really much like to see 24 episodes, but I don't know how it's gonna be. So apparently I'm just dumb and didn't know that it's gonna be 2 course split, so probably 1 season in between the course, but we'll have 24 episodes in the near future, which is Very exciting news for me as a manga reader, because I'm excited to see as much as possible of this manga, this great adventure, animated. Thank you. That's pretty much it for the moment. We only have 2 episodes out, so I'm planning to do this kind of video for either each episode or every couple of episodes. So I'm not gonna talk a lot, since I have the opportunity to talk more in the future with more episodes. So this is all for the moment. Remember to subscribe to the channel, to leave a like if you enjoyed the content. Leave a comment telling me what are you most excited for in the coming episodes. And guys, I'll catch you in the next one.